What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Welcome, everybody, to the 5 stages of grief. I don't know about you, but it's been a rough day. I have been up and down and everything else. I've been hangry. I've been sad. I've been, I'm just going through it. There's, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me, I'm actually missing my board over here. And let me grab that. Before the Eagles trolls start, let me go ahead and hit this.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
Let me, here's the bright spot for me. It's all the lovely ladies in the place like Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica? Lady Libra, happy birthday. Thank goodness your birthday wasn't on Sunday. I'm glad mine is actually tomorrow and not Sunday. Queen Bella, Tracy's made your shirt, and I sent you an email because I need your address again real quick so we can get it out for you tomorrow. That is, if you still want it. Okay. Let's see. We got Crystal caramel corn. We all need some caramel corn right now in our lives. And Alicia, what's up, Alicia D? How's everybody doing? So, let me say to my wife is incredible. It's been 20 years that we have been together. And I'm going to take some of the blame. Oh, Lady Libra. I thought it was Saturday. Oh man. That was the Sunday night massacre. That was just bad. I mean, I had my birthday cake and stuff there. Gina Dallas Diva, what's up? So Tracy made me this shirt because Cowboys life sentence. Because I'm a cowboy for life, and it feels like a life sentence. It just does. And to kind of go through, now see, it's kind of like, my wife dresses me, okay? So when I look good and my hair looks nice, it's because my wife took care of me, okay? I can't do it myself, not the right way. So she created another shirt for me, okay? That's this one. Okay, so this is a Dallas Cowboy fan, okay? Loyal, devoted, steadfast, immovable, come rain or shine, through thick and thin, no matter what, even when they suck, Dallas Cowboy for life, true blue, diehard fan. I'm all that. But I also said, honey, you need to put in a big dummy. A big dummy for believing she's like, that's too much. She's like, that's too much to put on the shirt. That's too much work to peel all that off. Again, then that's the shirt for you, Angelica. Cowboys life sentence, no joke. And she's found this new Sizer acrylic. We had some problems with some of the original stuff. This one is actually a stretch one, so once it's on there, that sucker is locked on there. So we're going to see how well it wears and things on here. But I am a loyal, devoted, steadfast, immovable, choking on my words, come rain or shine, through thick and thin, no matter what haters say, even when they suck, do or die life, or Dallas Cowboy for life, true blue fan. That's me. That's me. So how's everybody else feeling? I have had, this is the crazy thing. I almost hit 59,000 subscribers, and I realized because I dropped about 75 of them that they were subscribing so that way they could come in and troll, and then they unsubscribed after it. It's like, okay, I got you. Cowboys Mafia, love. Let's see, Lady Libra, love. Dwayne Sweeney, Chris Robinson's not even born yet. Linda, what's up, lovely Linda? So I'm surprised that the Eagle Trolls aren't here. I see Twiz is here. Twiz is, saying a moment of silence for our season. I feel like a giant ball of suck. I woke up feeling good. Loss is a loss. We always bounce back. Taylor Joyce, Cowboys channel. How are you doing, Mark? I'm doing good. Can I share my YouTube channel? Sure. Go ahead, Tyler. Smash some likes, Cowboys Nation. Brad Harris. Much love, Brandon Tinsdale. Dak's still my quarterback. Well, even though Tony Pollard fumbled down there on the 8-yard line, even though the defense gave up 42 points, the only okay, so there's Queen Bella's address. Let me forward that to Tracy so she can package it up. The only person that's, everybody literally just thinks if we just get rid of Dak, we're okay. Okay. Dak made had some problems. But we got problems all over the place. Micah Parsons kind of threw the coaches under the bus when he said that we weren't prepared. We weren't put in a position to succeed. I'm an East Coast fan of Jets and Giants and are on the bridge. So I still like me team much more. Okay. Not a good sign to lose to the 49er teams too. Hey, Philadelphia, nobody cares. In Philadelphia,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn.
Don't test my patience tonight, Philadelphia. Please, I'm asking nicely, Philadelphia. Okay, I'm asking nicely. Okay, can you just give me one night, just one? Okay, just one. I'm trying tomorrow. Okay, actually, at midnight, it's my birthday. Okay, 3 hours and 37 minutes from now. I don't want to lose it tonight. I really don't. So Philadelphia, please. You made your first count. Congratulations there, Tyler. You picked a good day. You picked. No, seriously, not tonight. Okay, trust me. The 49ers did everything they needed to make me feel like shit, okay? To make me feel like I'm whale shit. And whale shit is at the bottom of the ocean. You know, the deep sea trench, when the whale shits, his shit drops to the bottom. I'm lower than that today, okay? Okay? 49er fan, look, I gave you your penance. Don't fuck with me tonight, okay? Look, seriously. You got what you wanted. You kicked our teeth in. We're all questioning our fanhood and everything. Okay, listen. Be a good sports fan. You won. I congratulated you. Be done with it. Okay? I said you were the better team. You kicked our teeth in. I was wrong about my team. Now, don't come. I'm serious. Don't piss me off. 49er fan, don't piss me off. I did my walk of shame. It's done. It's over. Okay? Now I'm talking to my people here. You are Johnny come lately. Okay? You are, because I ain't seen you before last week, bro. I ain't seen you before last week. I am talking to my people here. Okay? I'm talking to lovely Lady Libra. I'm talking to Brad Harris. I'm talking to Queen Bella. I'm talking to Rhonda Harris. I'm talking to Crystal Caramel Corn. I'm even talking to look, Linda. Take a cue from Linda, a Eagles fan that has some couth, okay? I'm talking to Glimmerman. You won. The Cowboys are a national disgrace. They are the joke. I don't need you to do the same thing, okay? Okay? You got it. You won. That's it, okay? Texas Rangers scored more points than the Cowboys. Yes, they did. Mike and Linda. Shout out to Linda. Jose Garcia. Still a Cowboys fan. I am still, again, Cowboys life sentence because I'm loyal, devoted, steadfast, immovable, come rain or shine, and it's raining like a mother humper. It's a hurricane out there. Through thick and thin, its shit is thin right now. No matter what haters say, 49er fan, even when they suck like they did last night, Dallas Cowboy for life, true blue, diehard fan. I'm trying to convince myself on that. Now, bro, here's the thing. I'm going to say this. Think about this for a second. I want you to think about this for a second. We lost to Arizona. Arizona is coached by Gannon, who was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles. That's strike number one. Strike number two, Jerry Jones basically saying, our offense, we going to use this as a gauge where we are because, San Francisco, they one of them really good teams, and I think we're right there. We're right there. And this is going to be a telltale sign about our offense because I feel we got a good offense, and this is the best place we've been. And you go out and you perform at the worst level your offense has ever been. Worst game of Dak Prescott's career. You couldn't run the ball and hold on to it. Your receivers couldn't get open. The offensive line couldn't open up holes. You had no creativity. On 3rd down and 4, you basically ran a sweep that lost 2 yards. You looked inept. So now you've lost to your nemesis. That's strike 2. If the Cowboys on Monday Night Football look like ass on offense and lose to Kellen Moore, that's the ultimate insult now because you were the one that said, nah, I can do a better job than Kellen Moore. I can do a better job than Kellen Moore. So if you lose to Kellen Moore, you lost to the 49ers. You lost to the coordinator from the Eagles with them. And you've lost 3 of 4 games. And you have a bye week? Mike McCarthy's getting fired. Don't kid yourself. Mike McCarthy, David Watson, I'm with you, which is the reason why if you come out one more game and look like ass, that they're going to say, Brian Schottenheimer, you're the offensive coordinator. Dan Quinn, you're the head coach. Mike McCarthy, you're out of here. That's the shock and awe move that Jerry Jones will make. Queen Mommy said, I can stay up late. The Phillies are on. Okay. Don't mess with Queen, because she'll put a foot in your ass. Hey, Dwayne Sweeney, I see them going on a tear now. This game is like the organization. I hope so, Glimmerman. I would look for this week. I don't know exactly how or what they will do, but they're going to be making some changes this week. Cowboys Mafia, that's what I say, that you look at this and say, damn, maybe Kellen Moore was a lot brighter than we thought. The Texas Toast offense, because we getting toasted. Dan Quinn will be coaching next year. And I will say, because I don't know if Derek is watching right now. Derek, I'm pissed at you, man. I don't even want to hear from you. Don't text me. Don't call me, Derek. Okay, just forget. I just don't want to hear it from you. Because my problem here is, I get it. Maybe Dak Prescott isn't the answer. Okay, maybe Dak Prescott would be better served being someplace else. Maybe that's the case. Maybe he needs a fresh start. Maybe like Jared Goff. Jared Goff, his career has been rejuvenated. Turpin is looks like he's got the high ankle sprain. It's the main one that I know about for sure right now. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Damn right, a Commanders fan. Well, shout out to you, left hand up. My problem is the way you talk to Chill Out, Mark. He's got a serious attitude. My problem is the way you talk to Chill Out, Mark. He got a serious attitude. Who's got a serious? I got a serious attitude? I'm being serious right now. I'm serious as a heart attack. My dad's 85 years old. I want him to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl one more time. I'm 58 years old at midnight. I want to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl another time. But right now, I'm just looking and saying, my offense, guys like me, we're part of the problem. Because we will sugarcoat it and try and spin it so it's like, oh yeah, our offense is no problem because the defense is playing so good. We've been hiding shit. We're saving it for the San Francisco 49ers. If we were saving it for the 49ers and that's what we did, we're screwed. East side, not today. Not today, East side. East side, not today, bro. Not today. Not today. Wilson has torn pectoral. Oh, damn. I did not see that. I missed that in all my crying all day. Oh, shit. You got to be kidding me. Oh, man. Damn. All right, the hits keep coming. No. Donovan Wilson's not. No, he suffers a right leg injury. Hold on. Who said he was? Wait. Who? Wilson has a torn pectoral. No, he's got a leg injury. You must be thinking of somebody else. Hold on. Now you got me upset. Now you got me going crazy because now. Oh, C.J. Godwin. Okay. All right. He said Donovan. He said Wilson. Damn. Okay. All right, so C.J. Godwin out. That's not good, but it's better than Donovan Wilson. But be that as it may, you don't want to lose anybody. I want you guys to listen to something here because this was really telling. Let's see if I have it. Oh, it doesn't look like I have it on here. Hang on, let me see if I have it. Listen to Micah, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. But it sounds like he's pointing to the coaches in the first couple of minutes in this. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit here. Here we go.
Quoting what I said. Like I said, I don't think the 49ers are at a way higher level than us. And I said we need to reconsider and fix some things. And when I say that is,
Chris B, thanks.
if you look at the game and we talk about the Cowboys and who we want to be and how great we want to be, it just wasn't there all around in all phases of the game. And it was like, I feel like almost we weren't put in position to succeed in some instances. And like, I just feel like we beat ourselves. As you look at the game, you know, I jumped off sides and they recover and we recover a fumble. You know, later that drive, they score 7. You look at the 3rd and 5, we get a stop and they call offsides on J-Ron. You look at the 3rd and 4 and, you know, that drive ended up leading to 7 points. You look at another drive where, you know, Wanye Thomas and Donovan Wilson make a great play and McCaffrey drops it and they call leading with the helmet, and that led to another first down, which led to 7. It was so many various things that was like, man, like it was like we were beating ourselves, and then it was like you add the refs into it, and then it was just it just is what it is. It was just one of them games, and it's like you gotta learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the talent scale from each one, I mean, I think we match up well with them. I just don't think we played to the same standard they played with yesterday. And it started with, you know, the preparation. You know, you go into any type of fight, you go into any type of game, and you would think like, man, like we're ready, but you know, they had every counterattack. They out-schemed us, and that's just the truth of it. You know, they was prepared for everything we was in, everything we was prepared to do, and we just didn't help ourselves at that. So, you know, my hat's off to Kyle Shanahan and how he prepared. I definitely think he was prepared for us, and I don't think that, you know, we were put in a position to be prepared for what they have. So, you know, that's kind of how I feel about it, but I think the big fixes is, you know, what some of our fixes is we got to eliminate the penalties. The penalties is starting to get bad in the league. You know, it's an offensive league right now. And it's not being true defense played right now. It's hard to play true defense out in the NFL right now.
So when I listen to that, he says we weren't prepared and we weren't put into position to succeed. That's all pointing right back at the coaches. Now, I don't know if he meant to throw them under the bus or not. And you're right, Angelica. He was held a lot. He was held a hell of a lot. I tell you what we can do. I don't know if any of you channel members want to chime in. I could set the link in here for the Zoom. You guys could come in and comment on here and let me know what you think or how you're feeling. So that way, you know, misery loves company here. And I could definitely use some company. He got held on virtually every play, and they never called. Yeah, they didn't call much on us. They definitely had the San Francisco hometown officials. You know, it was almost like remember the Titans there, where they were literally calling bullshit calls. Service Digo joke guys. Micah got manhandled. This was not good for the locker room. To me, that's the problem I see right now is Mike McCarthy, the offense. No, Eastside. Eastside, the only way you get a link is you become a channel member. How about that? It's your cheap ass. Send the link. You guys need to, Micah, you guys need discipline, and Jerry's ass needs to pick up the phone before the trade deadline. They were handling him through. Roland's Review, Stacy, how are you doing? Okay, let's see. Let me go ahead and I'm going to post the link in the community tab. I'm going to post the link in the community tab. So if you want to join in, go to the community tab if you are a channel member. All right, I posted a link there. So if you are a channel member and you want to chime in about what happened, the debacle, and we have the Green Bay Packers up 3-0 right now over the Raiders. Okay, let's see if we got the right one. There we go. This loss might be good that Jerry sees the personnel is overmatched. Well, they're going to have to do something. This is one of those ones. Are they going to go out and make a trade? Are they going to look and say, maybe we overvalued the guys that we brought in, that's Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks, because Brandon Cooks so far has been terrible. TC on the drums. I agree. It's only 5 games. Chill out. But you got to do some changes to correct this. Our offense has not been good all season. We've done more than enough when we're playing ass teams, but we always are good on ass team. We need to be able to be worried about the San Francisco 49ers. Eastside is not even subscribed. Damn. Leighton Vander Esch prayers up. Neck injuries are nothing to play with. You want to play with your kids and grandkids in football. You're right about that. Catboy not making any trades. Well, then the natives are definitely going to be restless. I know I am. Okay. Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
Man, misery loves company. That's why I said, you know what, let me open this thing up, because I'm not okay. As my wife's shirt, I'm loyal, devoted. Okay, all of these things. I am all of these things. This is why it hurts so much to see our asses kicked like we did. And I still believe. Now, maybe I'm overreacting, but if we look like ass against Kellen Moore, that Mike McCarthy's going to get fired.
Yeah, no, I
mean, fire. I'm talking right then and there, and going into a bye week, because that's the perfect time to say, okay, we're moving on.
Yeah,
we're gonna let everybody know we're sending a message, because the offense is not working, and if you lose to Kellen Moore, what does that say about you? You said we're going to be better with me, and the guy you fired beats you.
Right.
So how you feel today? How'd you wake up this morning?
Honestly, not good, Mark. I live in the Bay Area, so I have to hear these Niner fans every single day, and it's hard, to be honest. They're calling our quarterback ass, and I don't know how we're supposed to make open receivers. Nobody was open, and it was just a classic ass whooping. And I thought the Cardinal one would be the last one, Mark, but I mean, they need to wake up.
I hate to say this, because everybody knows I love Dak. Dak's my guy, but he didn't look. He was not on. I mean, nobody was on last. Let's be clear here. Nobody was on.
Right.
There were a couple times where you could see CD Lamb was open, and he was flustered, especially on that interception. CD is just like, and you're looking at his body language. It's like you got, he's not going to pull a T.O. or a Dez and say, "Give me the damn ball." But quite frankly, I think that's what he almost needs to do. It's just, I'm at a loss for words.
Right. I heard McCarthy had to talked with him over the lack of touches that he's been getting. Because like you said this morning, I mean, he's been held under 3 catches for the past 3 games, right? Yeah. Yeah,
under 55 yards. And, he's looking at this like, I'm trying to have a big season because I want to get paid.
Right. Yeah. And then, I mean, then that just makes him more pissed off and makes him want to leave Dallas more, to be honest. It's just a bad situation.
Brian Walker says, I don't see midseason changes. I don't know. If you lose 3 or 4.
If you lose to Kellen Moore.
I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like a regular loss, okay?
No.
That is literally Kellen Moore giving Jerry Jones the finger. And you're actually at the point, I think, when you start having to talk to CD about, his catches, you risk losing the locker room.
Right.
And that's where the whole thing, if you lose 3 or 4 games right there, I'm not sure you recover with everything the way it's going right now. So let me check in with James Nooks. James, what do you think? Loyal Cowboy.
Man.
How'd you sleep last night?
Man, I was shocked. I didn't. I was just in total shock. I mean, we just got outplayed. There's no other way to put it. We got punched in the mouth. And there's nothing we can do about it. No matter how hard we played. I thought we would play a lot better, but we haven't learned anything. And maybe it's, time to move on from Mike McCarthy. Maybe Mike McCarthy was just being a fraud, And
I like I said, I'm trying to understand how it is Brandon Cooks, 1 catch, 7 yards. A guy who's had 1,000 yards everywhere he's gone. He's supposed to be the deep threat to help open up the field. Meh.
Well, the only time I've seen him go, he only went deep yesterday. Has he even gone deep in any other games?
No. He's been basically in the slot.
And what?
Right.
Why didn't we use our tight ends? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
We drafted all these tight ends. We drafted Ferguson last year. We drafted Shoemaker this year. And we didn't even use them.
Right.
And I know the 49ers are good, but they kept just trying to throw the CD Lamb the whole time.
Now, the Cowboys did walk into a buzzsaw, okay? You see George Kittle with the fuck Dallas shirt up underneath and stuff like that. They came in fired up, ready to play, and we came in on fake juice, where we have been basically, oh, yeah, man, this is going to be different. We got better talent. No, okay. You guys came in there thinking that you're going to be, as opposed to going in there and having an attitude that we're going to take this shit. The way we were seeing guys shoved down on the ground and pushed and everything else, I was talking to a good friend of mine, and I said, I tell you what the Dallas Cowboys are. The Cowboys, we them boys, you get all the publicity, you get talked about, everywhere. You got the Palace in Dallas, you got the Star facility and things, everybody's got a show. You are the rich kids, the spoiled rich kids.
Exactly.
And the other guys, they look at you and say, man, you got everything. You ain't got to work for shit. All we get is freaking crumbs. They don't talk about us. We ain't got those facilities and stuff. So when they play you, they want to kick your teeth in because they don't like those rich kids, them snobby ass. Right. I'm going to show them. And that's what you get from every single team. Yeah, it's great that Jerry Jones has learned how to make all kinds of money. It doesn't have to win. But you're a team that's relevant, that's winning Super Bowls, and they ain't talking about you. So you damn right people have said, I want to beat these rich mother humpers up. And that's exactly what San Francisco did. They said, you know what? Screw you rich kids. I'm kicking your ass and taking your damn bicycle. And guess what? Guess what happens? San Francisco wins, and the talk is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
So Jerry Jones has built this monstrosity, this media frenzy that literally makes us the target for everybody. Joseph, you like the rich kid analogy. It's spot on. It's the truth.
It is spot on. Yeah, no, it is spot on. It definitely is. And they get psyched up. They need to realize, Mark, I feel that other teams get psyched up to play them. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think they realize that. And it's like they need to realize that because, like you said, they're talked about and the other teams aren't. Mm-hmm. And that pisses them off.
Yeah. And we get pumped up so much with all the attention. Yeah, SSL TV, what's up?
Hey, I don't know. I agree with the analogy, but we can't blame the Cowboys for being rich, like the rich kids.
I'm not saying that you're blaming it. I'm just saying, but I'm not blaming the rich kids for being rich. God bless them that they're fortunate. But we all know how it works when you're not that one. When you're doing well, that's why you get trolls and haters, right? because they're jealous of what you have, and of course they want to see you suffer.
Right, and they love it.
Oh man, you know every one of the talking heads last night were sleeping like a kid at Christmas. They couldn't. They woke up 2 hours early to go to work and everything else because they couldn't wait to go ahead and kill the Cowboys. Cowboys are fraud. Dak Prescott, he's a choker. He sucks. It's their interception is back. Oh shit!
Yeah. I was right.
The accident waiting to happen. Just wait. It's like you knew. And maybe this is all part of the script because Lord knows it keeps all the shows employed.
You're right. Hey, you got all their ratings back up, guaranteed.
Now, I'm not going to say, okay, because again, let me make sure I get it right here because my wife did my shirt, okay? I am a loyal, diehard, okay, I'm all these things, okay? All these things on this damn shirt, okay? I'm not going to give up on my Cowboys. And I will say that there's still 12 games left to go. And you're 3-2. You got time to turn around. We know we got the Giants and we got Washington and stuff on the list. I think we should win at least 3 of those. That gets us 6 wins right there. So, and we got the Eagles, which we usually play well against. It's not a stretch to say we can't turn this thing around. And we don't know what's going to happen to other teams where, they may lose key cogs. And sometimes maybe San Francisco has peaked early. Maybe they circle the calendar for this one and then something happens to them and they go downhill. You don't know because there is still the rest of October, November, and December to go. But they've got to fix this shit and fix it in a hurry. You cannot lose to Kellen Moore. You lose to Kellen Moore, you're done.
Talking about trading for somebody. I mean, who do you trade for at this point in the season?
Well, the haters will say trade for a quarterback.
They already did, though.
Yeah, they did. Well, that's true. Yeah, the haters will say start. Well, they were already saying start Trey Lance.
I heard, the 49ers were saying start Trey Lance.
Yeah, of course. But no, I'm okay with that.
I tell you where.
But you know what? I think I love Dak, but.
Hold on 1 second. Hazelbrook, if you're a channel member, that's how you get into the Zoom call.
Been the same after that.
Right. His running for sure has definitely been way slower, definitely.
Because the old Dak, he would have ran with that. He would have took it and ran and got the.
You got to think about that injury too. Like that's not just old.
Right.
You get gun shy too,
and that's fine. I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, man. When you get in an accident like that, it's like, man, For
real.
I had to come back and everything, but that's just the reality. He's just not the same Dak after he got that injury. He's, he's more cautious,
Right.
But I'm like, well, Derek, the whole team played like shit again for the second time. What does that tell you? Again, Micah Parsons put it. We weren't prepared. We weren't put in a position to succeed. And so this goes back to the coaching. And there's been problems on the offense. The offense has not looked anywhere in sync. Mike McCarthy said, "I want to run the football." Well, how good did we do running the football?
Identity last night.
Yeah,
we had an identity of being losers.
They had no identity.
And with how Kyle Shanahan, he runs out of shotgun. I feel Mike McCarthy always, when he's running, it's under center. And other teams, it's just easy to predict that stuff.
Shanahan did a lot yesterday, man. They did a reverse.
I think they opened up the play. They brought out all the stops yesterday.
Really brought out, yeah, exactly. Who's ready to play?
Yeah, I just don't know how we fix it. I mean,
Tony Pollard, our leading rusher, 8 carries, 29 yards.
Right, I think the 49ers are the team to beat in the NFC. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
They're going to blow
100%.
And watch. They're going to blow the Eagles out too. The Eagles might put up more points, but they're going to beat the Eagles too. Watch.
Let me ask you, how crazy is it hold on, wait, just think
on this stream right now, $20, the 49ers will beat the Eagles.
Oh yeah, definitely. If anything, we want to be Eagle fans against them and hope that they can that we can play the Eagles in the playoffs instead of the 49ers. But how crazy is it?
Look like the 49ers of the 80s right now. They're just balling out right now.
How crazy is it that Brandon Cooks had 1 rush for 6 yards and 1 pass completion for 7.
Does he has like 75 yards on the season, huh?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like, might as well have no Brown.
Right. Definitely.
Literally, that's how bad his season right now is on pace to be Noah Brown's. Hopefully without the tipped up passes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And you got CeeDee Lamb, 4 receptions, 49 yards. Tony Pollard, 4 receptions, 35 yards. Jake Ferguson, 3 for 28. Turpin, 1 for 26. And of course, he ended up getting high ankle sprains. Michael Gallup, 2 for 15. Brandon Cooks, 1 for 7. And Deuce is loose, 1 for 1.
And this just goes back to bite us in the ass. We should have never got rid of Amari Cooper.
Right.
You know,
he picked Jerry Jones picked Gallup over Amari Cooper
and Noah Brown.
Yeah.
Right.
So trading for somebody. I will expect
maybe a linebacker.
A little birdie told me to expect some changes. And I'll find out if that does exactly happen or not, but expect some changes.
Hey, do you know if Van Der Esch is all right?
I have
not 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
I heard.
I wouldn't hold your breath. He's always
it's the neck injury again. So, this is where you have to start wondering: is this going to be, season ender? I mean, career ender? Because at some point, when you keep having neck injuries, it's not like Peyton Manning. As a quarterback, you're not putting your head in there very often. You're not getting hit like that. Linebacker, that's all the time.
Right.
And I remember, oh my God.
Did y'all hear?
Go ahead.
Not to change the subject, did y'all hear that Richard Sherman got signed with Buffalo? I don't know if it was just a joke, but I heard something about he signed with Buffalo's practice squad. Richard Sherman.
Okay.
I thought he was on Undisputed.
He is.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if it was a joke or not, but I read something on Facebook. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I can believe it.
No, I don't like Sherman right now.
Yeah, no, me neither.
He got too much confidence right now.
I just don't know who he signed for. I mean, but you never know. I mean, we signed Amari Cooper. No one's seen that coming. That was out of nowhere. So maybe Jerry Jones does something like that. They just go out and make a trade with somebody. They signed Trey Lance. No one knew about that. So maybe they got something else up their sleeve. But
so much for my idea of why they traded for Trey Lance was to be able to get some extra intel. If he did, he's a double agent. I guess maybe he's a double agent. And he's still working for them. I don't know. It was just bad. Your day is coming, Niners. You two are going to be brought back to earth. Well, for the Niners, believe it or not, it's been longer than the Cowboys since they've won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah, and that year that we won the Super Bowl in '96, we were lucky we didn't play them because we played them in a regular season and they beat the crap out of us.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay ended up beating them and we beat Green Bay. So I'm kind of glad we didn't play them in that NFC Championship again because they beat the crap out of us the regular season.
Yeah. So where do we go from here? All we know, we better get our shit together. And Angelica will put a foot. I say we send Angelica to the Star to let her put a foot in their ass. Okay.
Coach
Barone. Yep.
Give him the Jimmy Johnson speech in the locker room.
Now, okay. So how many of y'all are ready to say, let's tear it up and start over? Let's just go ahead, bite the bullet next year and just let that go.
Not yet, but maybe after this season.
Well, after this season, if you do that, it's going to be a minimum of $32 million that you're going to have to eat.
Very true.
But my thing, here's my only question, and I don't get an answer because people keep saying just move on from Dak. But I don't know what you're moving on to.
Right.
They say, just draft somebody. It's like, have you seen the highway that's littered with because I just get a first round quarterback. And I'm kind of like, say that to the New England. You got Bill Belichick, who's one of the greatest coaches in the history of football, who can't seem to find a quarterback. They drafted Mac Jones in the first quarter. He's literally saying, today, we got to start over.
I wouldn't mind having Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm just saying.
We got a new channel member,
He'll be
Hazel
gone.
Brooks. Shout out to Hazel Brooks. Hazel Brooks, welcome to being a channel member. If you want to join the stream, the link is in the community tab. Also in there is the link to our Thrive site, so we can get you a shot glass, because Lord knows the Cowboys make you drink, and a stress football because you getting stressed out. That's exactly what every Cowboy fan needs.
I will say this, Mark, yesterday, it was just absolutely disgusting on how the Cowboys played. I was like disgusted. It's like, really? You guys were talking all this crap and you guys
Shit
get
the
punched
bed.
in the mouth. And
Literally, who punched? Somebody punched Hankins in the face.
Hankins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that?
Brooks punched him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was
and
just
it's like,
I was like,
it's like
dang.
our defense, it's like, where are you guys? Come on. You guys were talking all this. You guys got to show up, both the defense and the offense. And,
Right.
yesterday, Dak, was ass. I'm all like, come on, man. And then I think they showed a video where Dak was smiling after an interception. I was like,
was
why
like-
are you smiling, bro?
And we got a lot of
32.
penalties. That's what we got.
He's like, fuck. That's why.
But you know what I
Yeah,
think
the-
fired up?
It's like, I
The
can't-
penalties didn't help.
I can't believe I
We
did
had
that shit.
face-
And,
we
it's
had that
like,
face mask on McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fired
It just
the
started
49ers
out
up because
bad.
we took his head off. It was just like,
yeah. But not only that, too, it's like, it almost looked like, everybody just gave up on the game. It's like, no, don't give up. Fight. Don't go out
Right.
like that in a blowout. No. If you're going to
Right.
lose swinging. Not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, man. they
Maybe
don't
Trey
deserve
Lance
to
deserves a
helmet.
chance. Trey Lance ain't ready. He ain't learned to
Lance
play.
isn't gonna make receivers wide open.
No.
Like, I'm sorry to tell you
And
guys.
you still have problems on the offensive line. Our offensive line was not holding him very
Terrence still
good.
got pushed around by both.
Yeah, and that's where.
Yeah, he got bodied.
Here's the thing about Terrence Steele is, it was an ACL injury, and is this Michael Gallup kind of all over again? He's out there, he can play, but he doesn't have quite all the confidence and everything else, and the speed and the strength completely rebuilt on that.
They
So
just broke us. They broke us.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
literally did. They broke us down. They humbled us.
Man,
And
You know,
That's my
laughed
thing.
in our
But-
face.
I see an iPhone with a lovely lady. Who? Can you unmute that and say hello? How are you doing? You're muted right now.
I think she has to press the unmute button right
Yeah,
there.
you're muted. There's an there, on the
there's a little
microphone.
microphone.
It's got like a
Yeah.
red line across it.
A little red line through it.
We got two iPhones that are muted right now. She's trying to figure it out. Sometimes it's hard to see. I haven't not done Zoom on an iPhone, so I don't know. Actually, I've done nothing on an iPhone because I'm anti-eye. But back to my original premise, because everybody thinks that it's just get another quarterback. But we saw Josh Allen have a bad day yesterday. We saw Trevor Lawrence with how many? Was it fumbles or was it interceptions? He had like 3 turnovers yesterday, right?
Fumbles, yeah.
Yeah, 3
You know,
fumbles.
here's the problem, though, where half our fan base is saying, let's get another quarterback. It's like, wait a
But
minute.
I'm trying to say,
You know,
where are they?
It's like they'll say, like, oh, let's get Caleb Williams. It's like, wait a minute. We know that, quarterbacks that are doing good in college doesn't always
Translate into the NFL.
Translate to the NFL. We got to think about that. And it's like, oh, we can trade up. It's like, no, we don't want to put ourselves in a hole by trading up, and then we screw the young man over by not putting talent around him and putting an O-line around him to make him succeed. And look at what's happening to Bryce Young
Okay,
right
so
now.
I think, is that Hazel? Okay, ask to unmute. Okay, so yeah, okay, so hey, there you go. Okay, I clicked on it. There you go. Hazel, how are you doing tonight?
Great, I'm great. Mark, I listen to your channel all the time, and I was, like last season, and you and I was like texting back. I'm in the same area you're in. Unfortunately I'm in DC.
Oh, okay. Well, at least the Commanders with the left hand up put their hand down. So if there's any good news, the Giants got their ass kicked and Washington got their. So we're not listening to them. Okay.
I'm going to jump in, then I'm cook dinner, and then I'm listening to you guys. I'm still doing it. But here's the thing. I always seem to every year since the beginning, way before, when the Cowboys were really famous and stuff. I've always been a lifelong, Cowboy fan. But, recently
It's been
it's
hard.
gotten like last year and this year, it's gotten a lot different. One thing I want to say, and I say this all the time, teams have a killer instinct when they start.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, it's like a shark in the water when they smell blood. They just keep on going, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until they get it. And I really want to say this, and I say it with all sincerity. There is a look that Dak has. Even before the game started, I saw that look and I said, this is not going to go well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's before any ball is even thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the good, decent quarterbacks in the NFL, they scramble a little bit. We need some wheels. You know what I'm saying? We really do need some wheels. Don't stand. Sometimes you can just be in the pocket. If you're not that great of a pocket passer, man, you gotta make stuff happen. And a lot of times what happens is you lose respect for the young kids that are defending you and stuff like that, because you have to take it back. And I can't. Me as a fan, I can't hear any more excuses. Let me tell you a little secret.
Mm-hmm.
I've got family in Detroit, and my family is basically from Kansas City. So if I want to abort the mission anytime,
man,
I'm not. But I think there has to be some changes. We're not good in the red zone, Mark. We can't win if we're not good in the red zone.
Yeah, and this is where I think some of this is, you look at the play calling and this offense. I hate to be the one to turn around and say, damn, do I miss Kellen Moore? But I'm just looking, like when it was, we were in field goal range, it was 3rd and 4, and we did the sweep. I'm like, are you kidding me? Can't you do play action and a bootleg and have Dak try and run around? It's like you just literally just gave up like you were playing for a field goal. There's no creativity whatsoever. This, to me, is a lot that's going on Mike McCarthy in this offense. You're telling me that CeeDee Lamb has been held under 55 yards the last 3 weeks? He's supposed to be your playmaker. You got Brandon Cooks. He got 7 yards on 1 reception and 6 yards running. What happened to him being a deep threat? Where is all this stuff that we're talking about? The Texas coast. It's the Texas toast right now.
Totally.
I'm just looking at this and saying we have the most uncreative offense in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, Mark, I said it before. At the beginning of the year, I remember saying that this offense is going to go really good or really bad.
Now maybe we just haven't gotten the subtleties of it yet, and it's still, they need more time to get it together. I don't know. But what I've seen so far, it ain't good, bro.
But if we don't beat the Chargers, then we might not be able to see it because Mike McCarthy might be gone, like you said.
I honestly believe that if you lose 3 or 4 games with the team that Jerry Jones says he put together and his belief of it, I could see it happening. I could honestly see it, because you got the bye week, and it'll be you lost to San Francisco, you lost to the Cardinals, you lost to, then Kellen Moore, because that's the one that's a slap in the face. I mean, Mike McCarthy basically said, we can't do it with this offense. I need this guy gone. And if that guy comes in and beats you, that's over. It's over.
Yeah.
And the thing that worries me is with CD and guys and Dak, it looks like they're checking out. And we cannot have them check out.
Right.
You risk losing the locker room. And sometimes you have to make a change for change's sake. So maybe they go out and make a trade this week or something like that. We shall see. But something's got to change.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, it's me, Scott. Man, I'm the person who won the Joe Barty Trophy, man. What's happening?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you on that. You kind of garbled up.
Kind of garbled up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
At work, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. I'm the first one who won the Joe Barty Trophy back in the day. Remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Yeah. What's happening? What's happening, Cowboy Nation? Y'all good, man? Good to be on here. I got yours? Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I got a question to ask you guys real quick before I get back over here.
Okay.
How come we have the only quarterback in the league that our owner saying, look, we're going to trade all your good receivers and give you these receivers and go out here and make a star out of all these other receivers? We don't have the scary receiver like the 49ers.
Oh, no. They got 2. and a great running back, and a great tight end.
So we playing for Debo, that leaves everybody else open. We got CD, and they double team him, and everybody else can't get open. Then we expect that to go out there and make magic, and he can't do it because nobody's open. And we wonder why.
Right.
Okay, well, I got to try to make something happen. Okay, interception. He never did that when we had Cooper, Cedric Wilson, and all the other boys that knew how to get open.
Right.
We traded away Zeke. We traded away Dawson Shores, and that was 18 touchdowns that we traded away and said, no, we can be better with these rookies. We can be better with Tony Pollard. Now we're saying, So how
Great
can they
point.
do that like that? Everybody else add to their team.
Yeah.
So we take away. We take away and say, Dak, do it with less, while these other boys get the praise for doing it with
And then he gets
Catboy
blamed.
is cheap. That's why. Catboy is cheap.
All
All he cares about is a salary cap. That's winning the Super Bowl for him and saving the salary cap.
Yeah.
Exactly. Should we have kept Dawson Schultz, Mark?
I'm sorry?
Should we have kept Schultz?
I was okay, but Schultz had quite a few drops, and I think Schultz, I wasn't crazy about keeping Schultz.
That last playoff game, I think, left a lot of bad taste because he dropped a lot of passes that he should have caught.
And from what I'd heard with him in the locker room after before the season started, he didn't get the long-term deal, that he was kind of, totally different in the locker room. He was basically kind of separated from everybody else and all that, and kind of had a grudge. And he's not exact. Now, I think did he have a touchdown yesterday or two? I think this was the first game that he had that he's actually done something, because I think he only had like 87 yards in the first 4 games. I don't think that having Dalton Schultz would have made a big difference yesterday. I honestly don't.
Not really. Yeah.
That was we walked into a buzzsaw of guys that were coming there to take your lunch money. They came in there, they took you in the alley, and they beat your ass.
Right.
After they lost to the Eagles last year, they're fired up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see they got Super Bowl aspirations on their mind. And that's why I keep telling everybody, when they play the Eagles, expect another beatdown. They're going to beat the Eagles down. The Eagles fans are going to say, nah, that ain't going to happen. But I'm telling you, mark my word, the 49ers are hungry this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, hey, listen, can somebody please tell Micah Parsons to stay off the podcast, stay off the pivot? Because every time we do well, and listen, concentrate on football, and I'm tired of giving everybody else credit. I think Bosa is a dog, man. That they the enemy right now. Talk about all that when the season is over. Right now, focus on come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's so nice. I want to trade jerseys with y'all. We didn't do that back in the day. If anything, we went to the game was over, everyone known us, and we go out and eat or something like that. But now it's like I want to sit down and talk about what happened yesterday. Man, get in that room, bro, and focus on what you're up on.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I really seen Parsons get manhandled like that the whole game.
Yeah, and
he got manhandled big time last night.
Thomas, how you doing?
All-pro lineman. I mean, what can you do? The dude's like, there ain't nothing you can do.
I was talking to somebody about it today, and I told them, I said, hey, look.
Yeah, that was a humbling experience.
If you want to recover from this, stop all this damn talking. Get your ass in the lab and prepare yourself from here on out. No, stop all this talking. Stop it. Stop. We're not kids on the playground. This shit is part of my language, Mark. I'm still mad from last night. This junk is real, man.
It's real, but
I don't get it. These other 31 other teams, they are listening, man. They are listening,
right?
And they are taking this. They are taking this to a whole nother level.
Yeah, we always get everybody's best game.
You need to get off social media.
100%.
You need to get off social media. And take your monk ass to the lab.
Jose, you're right. It's not over yet for the Cowboys, but if they don't make some changes to what they're doing, it can continue to keep on going down the road.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. We got to do something different than what we're doing, because what we're doing is not. Yeah, it's great that we beat bad teams. It's great that I think we'll be a playoff team. Because as I look around the NFC and from week to week, you had Josh Allen and crew look like world beaters against Miami, and they looked like ass against Trevor Lawrence in London. So, you can, and we've got the same record as Buffalo, 3-2. So it's a long season, and things can change quickly. People can get injured, or teams can just, go downhill. Some teams start out hot and get cold, and maybe that's San Francisco that they're going to peak early. You don't know, but you have to look at this and just say, you can't just look at this and say everything's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to be
Well,
fine with what we're doing. You got to figure out what you're doing wrong and correct it.
Remember what I said? Mark, remember what I said after the Cardinal loss?
Mm-hmm.
It's still too early. It's early to see what's up. Everybody's giving up too easily and too early. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You got 12, 13 more of these babies to go. You don't know what you don't know what's gonna go down a couple of weeks later. You don't know what's gonna go down week 10. You don't know.
Bad puppy.
That's the reason why I tell everybody. Hold your water. Hold that gas. It's not
Marcus, she's humming.
It's not time to step the truck yet. It's not time. It's still too early for
now listen, I'm riding dying with the Cowboys. I'm gonna be here every week rooting for them. I am in the box for them, and like I was saying, it's like the 20-year relationship I've had with my wife. I love her to death. There is nobody else I will ever want to be with. Okay, she is my ride and die resurrect chick. Okay, because she will literally come back from the dead. Okay, for me. But it doesn't mean I like everything that she does, and she will say the same thing about me. Okay, we're all married. We all know how that goes, and that's how this relationship is with the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys. I love the star. I love the all day Sunday getting ready for the game and everything else. All of the great players that we've had been there. I'm there at the autograph signing shows, but it doesn't mean that I love every aspect of it. And I don't like getting my ass kicked like we did yesterday. That just hurt to my soul.
Stage. Yeah,
you're right, Mark. I felt the same. I felt that same feeling. I felt that kick in my gut last night.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing,
kick in my gut last night so bad that that old saying goes: the Cowboys make you drink. Hell, I got drunk after the game last night. I
know how
stress ball.
Stress
ball.
I know how Rasheed feels now.
Let me get Kathy in here. Kathy.
Engagement over the Cowboys, bro.
Kathy, nice to see you.
Yeah, I don't play, man. I broke up with a gorgeous woman over the Cowboys. We was sitting there watching the game. Oh, the Cowboys suck. Tell her put down my nachos and get out of my house.
Yeah, there you go.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
There you go.
I'm gonna say this about my quarterback. I'm gonna ride with Dak.
My wife tells me all the time my Cowboys suck. So I'm like, okay.
It's the same thing every year, Mark.
Let me tell you guys,
it's a new YouTube channel. This guy's drinking a beer and he's talking about, sometimes, you want to go to your car and cry. He said, I'm going to my car and cry. It was hilarious.
I felt like Pizzle be having his meltdowns. That's how I felt last night.
But you know how yesterday the way I felt is like, what, we got blown out. What can we do? Yep. We got no control.
We didn't have no answers.
We didn't.
Nothing.
We had nothing.
We as fans, we gotta lick our wounds, get back up, and on to the next game. That's just how I see it. On to the next game. I'm already
win.
I see that too, but my thing is this, and I'm being very honest. Why can't we beat the teams that matter? You know what I'm saying? Why are we?
I think the players got butterflies.
Edge. You know what I'm saying?
I really do. I really do.
Let me give a shout out to Walker Wade, and he's 100% right, because we have not gotten a punch from our draft class this year.
Because we don't.
This organization relies heavily on the draft, and this year's draft class has made zero impact, and we're just not good enough to get into the playoffs and never win at all. Which shout out to you, Walker. Appreciate the super chat, but you're 100% right. You have to get some impact, and at least one of those guys needs to be an immediate impact for your team. And we've gotten nothing so far, really, from our draft class. And losing Diggs,
but the problem is he's hurt
again.
Yeah, he didn't even make it to the. How many games did he play, if any?
One, the first game.
He got hurt in the preseason against the Sea Chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kathy, I see you up there. Say hello, Kathy. Kathy. You're not muted. I can't hear you. Okay. Kathy, please chime in. Oh boy. So right now we got the Raiders up 10-3. But back to the whole quarterback situation, people seem to think that it's just easy to get a quarterback. Do we look and say that the Jets have the Jets not been trying to get a quarterback? Right?
They've been trying for years.
I mean, they drafted Sam Darnold. They ended up getting Zach. Well, they had from Sanchez, right? But Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, and every one of those have failed. They brought in Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers gets hurt the first game. Are we just looking and saying they just didn't try? I mean, Cleveland Browns. I don't know that Deshaun Watson right now, because people would have said, I'll take Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott. Look at Deshaun Watson right now.
That year off of football hurt him.
Yeah.
The Commanders, come on.
Oh, the Commanders. Well, that's a train wreck. I mean, they've tried every which way from, first round draft picks to, veteran quarterbacks left and right, and they destroy all of their careers. Are we saying that they're not trying to get one? In some regard, I almost want to say, you know what? I'd be happy for Dak if he got the Jared Goff treatment and went someplace where they appreciated him, and you see how he's resurrected his career with the Lions. Because it doesn't matter that with Cowboy fans, it just doesn't matter who you are. We're never going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at all. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this about my quarterback, bro. Listen, Dak Prescott was raised right, and if you guys have not noticed, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he runs the offense because they got restraints on him. Let me take you guys back to 2018 when we played the Eagles with Amari Cooper when he first got there, and they were throwing the same play. And Cooper came and told Dak, "Hey, look, bro, he's sitting on that route."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. And then after the game, when they did an interview with Cooper, he said, "I was telling Dak," and Dak was like, "No, we got to do it this way." And then when he did, they were like, "Yeah, that was the right call." Did you not know that Scott Linehan didn't throw the ball of Mark Cooper's way?
Mm-hmm. He was in the doghouse.
So they still do that now. So Dak is afraid of says, "Hey, look, well, I want to back out. I want to play backyard football that we need to play sometime, but I got restraints on me."
Well, there's Kathy.
Because I mean. That the play calling I'm seeing now, I wanted Mike McCarthy. I'm the one that in 2019, after 5 games, I said, "Hey, look, where's the guy that used to coach the Green Bay Packers?" I said this, and we got him. He got us to 12-5 back-to-back years. But I'm like, listen, now I wish we kept Kellen Moore. Just told Kellen, "Hey, bro, sit down. When we got the lead, run the ball." Yes. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Kathy, how are you doing tonight? I see you there. Can you not hear us? We see the top of your head.
Is she unmuted, Mark?
She's unmuted.
We just see glasses.
She's unmuted.
Yeah, we see her glasses up, and she's not muted. I guess she's got problems with her mic.
Yeah, it might be an audio thing.
I love Dak. If he leaves, I will always support him no matter what. Amen, Gina Dallas Diva.
That'd be sad to see him leave, though.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, here maybe is let's think about this for a second. We have Cowboy fans that said we got to, including me, that we need to get rid of Kellen Moore. He sucks, as offense coordinator. Well, we got what we wanted, and look at our offense right now.
You said the same thing about Jason Garrett.
Yeah, but I'm okay with Jason Garrett being gone.
Yeah,
I'm really okay with that one.
He had 10 years.
Yeah.
Ronnie says Dak called better plays in preseason than Mike McCarthy has all season. Joanne Gonzalez, what's up, JoJo? How are you doing? Okay. You're not beat nothing. We're getting number 1 seed and putting 300 on that trash defense that can't even get a pick. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a Niners fan.
He doesn't even have a pick. He doesn't have a pick all season. He doesn't turn it over. So,
my mental health is shot over this team. I've been watching this team since '98. Well, Devin, I've been watching this team since I could first start watching anything, and I'm 58 years old, so I've been watching it even longer, bro. But But I don't get nearly upset like I used to. Angelica doesn't. I did last night. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I was awake till 2:00 in the morning, just like, I can't believe this.
Mark, I haven't been this upset since 1985. The majority of everybody in the chat don't remember this game. Some of y'all in the Zoom chat probably do remember this game. But the last game I remember just really just getting pissed
They
off.
got beat down by the Bears.
Yeah, that 44-0 shellac. That game that took something out of me. And I was a junior in high school. I had to go back to school and I had to hear it. That game almost did something to me. It did.
I think
a few days later,
yeah.
that next Thursday, I had to see the front cover of Sports Illustrated, Otis Wilson sacking Danny White. That really messed me up.
Yeah. I would say the one that killed me more than anything was Green Bay with Matt Flynn. 26-3 at half. That was the one that really broke me on that one. To have had that lead and had that taste. But I still honestly believe that all this goes to one thing. It all goes back to Jerry Jones's karma.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the whole vendetta he has against Jimmy Johnson. Because it's not enough for us just to lose. When we lose, it's always in the craziest shit. That's just painful. Last night was just painful. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, the muddle huddle. The running out of time with Dak sliding. The catch, no catch. Tony Romo bobbling, the snap. It's always, or Aaron Rodgers, after we score a touchdown and we're back and we got this game. And then all of a sudden with like a few seconds left, Aaron Rodgers makes a miracle throw on the sideline. They kick the field goal and win. It's always just one of these things that just make you want to just puke. It's a knife in your back that's been twisted, and it just leaves that bad taste. And I swear, it's divine intervention. It's the football gods that are just like, until you do right by me, Jerry.
I agree.
Every time you think you're gonna win that Super Bowl, yep,
the color purple. That's what it is.
Yeah. Disagreeing with him.
I'm telling you. And for okay, fine.
Like this.
To me, it's like, okay.
Fault for this.
Kathy, do we finally hear you, Kathy?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, good. We kept seeing you, and we're like, where? We see her, we can't hear her. How are you doing tonight?
No, I'm doing okay. I'm getting over it.
Okay, you're getting over it.
Up in my head was just buzzing and blurring and hissing and moaning, but
that sounds like some good alcohol.
Yeah. I went back to sleep and I felt better when I woke up. So
I didn't. I woke up and I was just laid. My wife was like, "Aren't you getting up?" I was like, "I don't want to get up." I was like, "I just want to stay here next to you, okay? Because it's gonna be hard out there." I said, "I know what's coming for me. I know the trolls that are coming for me."
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Mr. Cowboy.
Mr. Cowboy, how are you doing?
Hey, not too good. I don't feel too good. Be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like Mark said, misery.
Well, I'll be honest. I feel better, with all of you talking this out. Yeah. Okay, that to know that I'm not alone in my feelings.
Right now.
You're not alone.
I had zero motivation this morning going to work. I was just like,
me too. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad there was a holiday and I didn't have to go to work.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Here's how bad it was.
Imagine me living here in Florida with Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans here at work.
Oh man.
I'm in the Bay Area, man.
It's worse for me because I'm deep in Niner territory.
Oh man.
I'm looking San Francisco flags. I'm all like, oh man.
Michael.
Well, I tell you,
throw an asteroid on me, please. Put me out of my misery.
Yeah. You know what, y'all? Listen to me on this.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as bad on me this morning because I just kind of knew at halftime, like they had the better game plan.
Yeah.
Had the better game plan. They knocked the defensive line off the ball, And I just kind of adjusted my mind to thinking, okay, it's a possibility we're not going to win this game.
Yeah, that felt like that for the first drive.
I didn't fully get
I felt like that the first of the game before there was even a ball thrown. Okay, come on.
I mean, y'all, but you know what? I think whenever J-Ron Kirsch lined up off sides, it was kind of like a sign from God.
Yeah.
Like, as a safety, how do you line up off sides, y'all, on 3rd and 5?
I said the
Bro,
exact
you ain't
same
never lied.
thing.
You ain't never lied, and he's my favorite player on the team, bro. You ain't never lied. When I saw that, I was like, come on, man.
And I'm like,
I
Kirsch.
think that they had the jitters.
I'm like, Kirsch, you make too good of plays, bro, to do stupid stuff like that. Like, lined up off sides as a safety?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you can't get you in front of the defensive tackle?
Mm-hmm. It seemed like every time they got a stop, they did something stupid and negated it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was the killer right there, bro.
Listen, though, y'all.
Devin Stacey, I remember Nat Wynn and Dexter Coakley. We could use those guys right now. I tell you, here's how I know that I was in bad shape. Okay, you all see everything about me, from the Red Brick House, cooking, running around. Like, yesterday I was on for 14 hours. And I'm usually always going, and I was trying to build some doors, for the doors for the Red Brick House, and I'd gotten the wood and stuff for today. And I came down, and it was just before Micah Parsons was about to do his podcast. I was going to listen to that. I said, I'm going to lay down and take a cat nap. And I slept for like 2 hours. And when I sleep like that, it's because I'm depressed. So I was definitely I was like, and I realized, oh hell, you're in a funk right now. You can't let the Cowboys trick your emotions like this.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What have you about LVE with a neck injury?
He's
I kind of expected it.
Well,
I kind of expected he's injury prone.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
he's
saying,
injury
what
prone.
diagnosis? Like, he went to the doctor today, I'm sure.
I think they said like 4 weeks.
Oh my
4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
4
to 6 weeks.
Listen.
Him and what's his name is 4 to 6.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
They caught the touchdown last night.
Yeah, Turpin. He's got a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Yep. He's hurt.
That was dirty when he came, y'all. That was dirty.
CJ Goodwin is out for the whole season too.
Yeah.
Listen, he was all the way out of bounds, and then brought him down to the ground.
Yep, and no flag.
No penalty. Yeah, no flag.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
But I hate to say it.
You see when you're on the white.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't miss that. And then you still bring the guy down?
Yep.
That was dirty.
No flag either.
And no flag whatsoever.
Yeah, no flag either.
I hate to say it, though, but I think that Turpin injury, that might be a blessing in disguise. Because we might get to see Deuce more.
He's the only one that scored.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he was the only one.
They put him in motion.
You give Deuce some room to run, he could be deadly. On the punt return.
Niners can't guard anybody in motion. DMV broke it down,
Mm-hmm.
and he broke it down perfectly. Whenever there's motion, they get all confused, and there's a mishap in their coverage, and that's what happened with Turpin.
Yeah, I tell you what, like my man said, if we only signed Bobby Wagner, I tell you what, man, no, I'm gonna go back. Okay, I know I'm broadcasting from my basement, not my mama's basement, and all that, and I'm just Joe the fan, but I had DeMario Davis sitting right there when he was a free agent coming off the Jets, and I was just like, this is the guy. This is the kind of linebacker that you want. DeMario hasn't missed a game. He gets about 6 sacks a season. He plays downhill. He's an emotional team leader. Gets out 100+ tackles every year. And I was like, that's the guy we should get. And we drafted Leighton Vander Esch. And see, that's the difference maker about getting guys that are heart and soul. Micah is an incredible player, but he is still a little bit on the small side to be going against a Trent Williams every play.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
And when it was just Micah, sorry, we could, and then the mistakes.
Yeah,
we were on our heels, and that after they started getting all those penalties, then everybody's playing cautious because I don't want to get a flag thrown at me, and that messes with your psyche. And so once that onslaught happened, there was no coming back from that. There was nothing they could do to turn that around.
You think Dan Quinn should move Micah around a little bit more, like put him more linebacker?
He's going to have
They
to.
don't linebacker.
They might with LVE being out.
Yeah.
Right. I think they might, honestly. Yeah.
You can put Mike linebacker, I guess you could say, right? Middle linebacker.
I like Mike at rushing though. I don't like him
Yeah.
at linebacker. He doesn't play as well.
We all like him rushing, but I can see him being LVE's replacement though, or in LVE's spot. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely could cover tight ends. He's got the speed.
And the strength.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I mean,
who was that number 54 on San Fran? That dude was a stud, man. He was just all over the place.
Warner.
He was all over the place.
He's the best. He's the best middle linebacker in the league.
Man, why can't we get somebody like that? That
right.
was good.
Because they want to spend the money.
He's a DB too. He's a DB in a linebacker's body. It's crazy.
That's why
Gina Dallas Diva is 100% right on this one. I will say this: the Niners have a good team, and it's no reason for them to play dirty and injuring people. Karma is a bitch.
That was absolutely dirty.
I
y'all.
agree with that.
I know last night, y'all. The Niners play dirty like all the time. Like I see some teams that cut people every now and again. They were doing that stuff like every freaking play. It looked like y'all.
Yeah.
Well, they hate Dallas. Look what Kittle was wearing.
But now this is where
it's rivalry, man. It's been going on for. It's like, rivalry.
This is where another one of the Cowboys' moves might be biting them in the ass, cutting Devin Harper.
Right.
And now you got Leighton Vander Esch hurt.
Devin Harper was my sleeper last year.
Mm-hmm. And now
I don't know.
Yeah, we're short linebackers.
It was like a Ridgeway situation, huh, Mark? Where they thought they could just get him back.
Don't remind me.
I'm sorry about that, but I mean, where they thought they could just get him back.
They didn't know anybody was. They didn't think anybody else was interested in him. They thought they could go get him back.
Yeah, right.
No, he got picked up by. I think he got picked up by the Bengals.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, y'all,
he got picked up by the Bengals.
We didn't need Jonathan Ridgeway yesterday. Anyways. Right? No, I'm saying that sarcastically. Trust me. I promise I'm saying that sarcastically.
Yeah, we needed somebody yesterday.
Only one that really showed up on defense was Hankins.
Yeah, Hankins had a good game.
Yeah, those couple tip passes, but
we should have kept Kellen and tossed Dak out.
I mean, Micah Parsons is getting manhandled.
All right, so everybody in the chat everybody that's get rid of Dak. Tell me, I am. Everything's on the table. If you got a solution, if you got a quarterback that you can bring in right now that's going to beat the 49ers, by all means, tell me who it is and how we can do it.
I don't think he exists.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he's not available.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear none of this junk about.
Listen to me on this. The worst thing about the Dallas Cowboys offense right now is nobody fears our running game, y'all.
Nope.
Tony Pollard had what?
26 yards.
26 yards rushing?
26 yards, yeah.
No, listen to me on this.
Mm-hmm.
What made everybody fear the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s, y'all?
Emmitt Smith.
That damn offensive line of Emmitt Smith, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back to running the damn football, man.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We had that, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I add something to that?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
When we had Zeke, every team game plan to stop Zeke.
Yes.
Okay, it's not that Zeke was wearing down. Every running back didn't have 8 guys in the box every play to try to stop him and splitting carries too.
Exactly.
Last year, hear me out. Last year, Zeke was on pace to have over 1,000 yards until he got that PCL tear in the Lions game and still leaped over somebody and scored a couple touchdowns. This man gave you 867, 897 on one leg and 12 touchdowns. We do not have that to bruise that defense, so Pollard can't be that splashing dad guy. Let's go. And Rico Dallin is not it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, y'all,
yeah.
Tony Pollard is a good additional running back. I think he's going to be a career second string guy, but he's not the workhorse guy, yo.
Not without an offensive line that's opening holes. If you notice, San Francisco was when they ran the ball, the line would move 2 or 3 yards the other direction.
Right.
We weren't getting a push with our offensive line. Now, I'm looking in here. Everybody now swears that Trey Lance is the answer. We already got the quarterback on our roster. It's Trey Lance.
No, it's not the quarterback that won't be lost.
Well, but I'm just looking right now with the San Francisco 49ers, a team that has been to, the NFC Championship, kicked our teeth in, the last 2 years. He was on that team with those weapons. And in the games that he finally made through, he was 54.9% completion percentage, 797 yards, 5 TDs, 3 interceptions, and an 84 rating. I don't know how you think that he's going to just now walk in and he's going to be better than what we have with all the other problems that we have on the team.
The whole thing is, it's not the quarterback the reason why we lost yesterday.
He didn't help the situation.
He didn't help.
No, he didn't.
But he was not the whole reason.
Yes, but I think, listen, y'all, Dak Prescott got so much pressure on him simply because we don't have the running game. If you have a running game, that defense has to come up. And that's going to open up receiving lanes for CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Brooks, Tolbert, all those playmakers that we got up there, that's going to open up passing lanes for them. The reason why the Dallas Cowboys lost yesterday is because nobody feared our running game.
Okay.
Good point.
Let me say this much. Cloud Cowboy says, of course, it's basically a loser mentality if we think that we can't do better than Dak. Here's what I'm looking at with San Francisco. Okay, and everybody is on, of course, that Brock Purdy is Joe Montana. But I want you to think about this right now. Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuels, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and a great offensive line. Tell me, please, just tell me on that offense where there's a weakness. Just one position.
Listen to this. I'm gonna say this.
Tell me one position on that offense that there is a weakness. We saw Trent Williams own Micah Parsons, who is considered the best defensive player out there. Deebo, one of the most physical wide receivers out there. George Kittle, one of the best tight ends. And Brandon Ayuk came out of nowhere and is just as good as Deebo. So if you're a quarterback and you've got time, because Purdy was not touched. And you got 4 guys out there that could do damage. You can't cover all 4 of those guys. If you got 3, 4, 5 seconds to throw the football, any quarterback is going to find a receiver open. Take a look. Listen, all of you guys that don't really look at the all-22. Watch that game. Don't look at the quarterback. Look at the lines. Look at the plays. Look at the holes that Christian McCaffrey was running through. Then look at the Cowboys. Look how Dak Prescott's got to dodge and dink and move all around all over the place. Look at how the 49ers defensive front reestablished the line of scrimmage a yard or 2 back in the backfield. So when Tony Pollard gets the ball, there's no place to go. You can look and say, well, the quarterback sucks. Yes, he sucks when everybody else is not doing their job. It takes one person to screw up on a play for the play to fail.
Mark, let me back you up on that, Mark. Remember the Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah.
When their best offensive tackle was out, how did Pat Mahomes look in that Super Bowl? He was running around like a chicken.
Yeah, running all over. Yeah.
So it matters.
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand our fan base. They don't look at the actual fact. They just want to say our quarterback sucks. It's like, dude, come on, man. That's all you got? Mm-hmm. Well, if that's the case, the 49ers are 5-0. Every quarterback they played against?
Yeah.
Why is it just us?
Yeah, because they're good. They're really good. Walker Wade, shout out to Walker Wade. Mark, we have to start over with the issue is Jerry's not willing to hit that button. It hurts the bottom line, and this is why we can't say that we just stay good enough. Yep, you're right about that, Walker.
We weren't good enough. I'll tell you that.
And then on top of that, Jerry needs to walk up the team, pull his right hand away from that button, and say, son, it's your time, but it is not your time for
we know Jerry Jones not going to do that, man. Jerry Jones got a lot of things he got to do, but he's going to refuse to do it until the day he dies, probably.
But here's the problem, though. But hold on. Here's the problem. Why worry about having to win when you are the richest franchise? You're printing money. In fact, probably going through all the drama, like he said, like to stir shit up, constantly. Mike McCarthy's on the hot seat. Dak Prescott needs to be replaced. Guess what? They're making you more money.
Yep.
So why change?
Yeah, and he's getting publicity even when he gets beat like this.
Right.
Yeah. When he makes,
you suck all the oxygen out of the air. Good. It's like Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor's got some of the dumbest takes in the world, but people are looking at it. And the bottom line in today, you need the clicks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I
Jerry's
believe
about that money. He's about the money. He could be mediocre his whole life.
Okay.
He's
So
still making money.
Cloud's coffee. So is your solution just get rid of Dak and we just start over? Is it Trey Lance? Is it draft somebody?
Well, I think we need to get rid of the head man. We need to get rid of
Mike McCarthy?
No, his boss.
Oh, Jerry? That ain't gonna happen.
Jerry. I know that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But he said one time that you should fire the general manager if the team's not going wrong.
Yeah, and he admitted that if he weren't the owner, he would be.
What would happen? I mean, what would happen if he didn't own the team, but he was just general manager? He'd have lost his job 15 years ago.
Yeah. Walk away. Jerry don't want them Dave Campo years. And see, here's the thing that if I hate to say it, if we got rid of Dak Prescott, I remember quarterback purgatory that we were in. I remember the turnstile doors of, the Anthony Wrights and the Quincy Carters and the Ryan Leaf and the Drew Bledsoes, the Bernie Kosar and Randall Cunningham. We just literally, it was a quarter, and Washington, I want to say Washington has had 20 starting quarterbacks in like the last 12 years and still don't have one. That could be us. And without a quarterback, between Tony Romo and Dak Prescott, those are the two things that have kept us at least relevant.
Well, I think that the Jones boys don't know football as well as they think
they don't. Help me, Rhonda. What's up, Rhonda?
All the Jones boys know they know.
I'm not saying, listen, Cloud's Coffee. I'm looking for a solution. Your whole solution is just get rid of Dak. Okay. Well, you get rid of Dak. What are you putting in place of it?
Right.
That's my question. What are you putting in? Are you going to take? Okay, because here's the thing. People say, "Well, trade up and get a quarterback." Okay, think about this. If it takes 3 number ones, okay, so let's say that's CeeDee Lamb, that's Micah Parsons, and that's Tyler Smith. So you're going to take potentially 3 players like that to try and trade up to get a quarterback, and then you got nothing around them, and that's not going to work. Then you're going to end up being the Cleveland Browns that forever drafted a quarterback in the first round and had no team around them and ended up destroying them.
Or you could be San Francisco with Trey Lance.
I'll be honest with you. Here's the thing. With San Francisco, what they did was they didn't worry about the quarterback as much as they did the team first. They built the team, and they had great players around there. That's why, and I don't know why Trey Lance couldn't succeed there. This is my whole thing where everybody's like, oh, we got Trey Lance. Trey Lance had everything that Purdy has, and he couldn't succeed there. We got a coach who has taken guys that have been on the scrap heap and made them relevant on that team. Somehow Trey Lance couldn't function in that one. That's my first pause right there. Mm-hmm. But what they did was they got a great offensive lineman. They got a Trent Williams that's out there at left tackle who stays healthy. They got a Deebo Samuels. They got a George Kittle. They got all these pieces there. So now when the quarterback comes in, he's not getting killed where he's worried about as soon as that ball snapped, am I going to get my head taken off?
Yeah.
And he's got guys that are going to be open. He's got time. And he's had an opportunity to be able to hit one of these great playmakers.
And he also has a running game.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. But if you go ahead and take a look at this is why the Jets quarterbacks are always killed, because they have no offensive line. They got terrible coaching. They draft guys that might be good quarterbacks if they went to the right situation, but then they get the hell beat out of them and they're gun shy and they're lost.
Yeah.
And so my point is this, what is it going to cost you to get the quarterback? And if you get the quarterback, is he going to get beat to hell because there's nothing around him?
Right, Mark. And I don't want to hear, and I've been hearing it since late last night. It's this young YouTube generation. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any more of this. Oh, we need to tank for Caleb Williams. Bump that.
Tank. You go
Scott T. Okay. Troy, man, I got 49er trolls that are literally paying to troll me. You actually going to pay to troll me, Scott? Okay, I'm okay with that. Go Niners, we own you. Cry more, you losing to the Eagles. Okay. Get McCarthy, get JJ McCarthy out of Michigan. Will be a mid-first round. Okay, Walker Wade.
Whoever said we're losing to the Eagles must don't know that Dak Prescott is 9-3 versus the Eagles.
Walker Wade. Okay.
And then plus, Mark, you got to look at it like this, too. You got to remember something. That 49er defense, they predicted us last night. You got to remember.
Yes.
What kind of offense the 49ers run?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of offense they run?
West Coast.
West Coast. And what do we run?
The Texas Toast.
Texas Toast.
More like
jelly
Texas
on
toast.
The plays are similar.
With jelly on it.
It was stale toast last night.
It was very stale. So, the plays are similar. And that played a little role in us getting beat down last night, too. That played a role,
okay.
too.
Now, I'm okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now, because see, we as Joe the fans want all kinds of stuff. Because as I'm watching this Raiders game here, the Raiders are winning, but I'm old enough to remember when people said we need to hire Josh McDaniels as a head coach. How's Josh McDaniels doing as a coach?
Not really.
We had people that were saying we needed to bring Sean Payton 2.0 back in. How's Sean Payton doing looking right now?
You know what, Joe?
Hold on. Okay, and for those out there that are talking about Dak Prescott, let me ask a real question. Would we have won that game last night if we had brought in Trevor Lawrence?
No.
Oh,
No.
Trevor Lawrence got killed. But half of our base are saying,
Mark, stay away from the pill cabinet, big boy.
It's not just the quarterback. It's the problem.
Okay, I'm asking. Would we have won last night if we'd had Josh Allen?
No. Yo, we're gonna listen.
Because when people say get another quarterback, okay, if we're talking about, would we have won if we had Justin Herbert?
No.
Okay, so if that's the case, then how is getting rid of Dak and saying we're just going to draft somebody else that we don't know if they're going to make? Because it could be Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be Zach Wilson. It could be Mac Jones. Right?
You know what? We might have been able to win.
Hell, it could be Jordan Love. Jordan Love has only got 3 points on the board here against the Raiders.
Hey, Mark, I don't think we could have won that game even if we had Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. But see,
if you don't got a running game, you're not going to beat San Francisco. They don't fear our running game. I don't care if you had.
Oh Lord, Philly 500 sending me a video to troll me.
Oh,
It's just started again. The cockroaches are truly out. My point being is if you're saying that Dak Prescott is the thing, and you could get Josh Allen in here, we would have still gotten the crap beat out of us like that last night.
oh, sure.
And look, here we go. Is that Jimmy G throwing another pick? Look, Jimmy G. We had people that said, "Oh, get Jimmy. He's a Super Bowl quarterback." He just threw another interception. Is that 7 or 8 that he's already had on the season? So there you go.
He's doing straight.
Mark, check this, Mark. Yeah. Hey, check this out, right? Who was first on the field for us last night?
What do you mean, who was first on the field?
The
defense was.
Defense, right?
And they had penalty after penalty on that first drive.
And got punched in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys ever been in the game or had homeboys that y'all thought y'all was the baddest and your leader got punched in the mouth, you knew every last one of y'all was about to get beat up.
You right about that.
Our biggest, baddest thing that we got going is the defense. They got punched in the mouth first. Yeah. And then everything fell down. So I don't care who you had in that quarterback. He wasn't winning that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Period. Even if you had a spark.
let's not forget we were playing a team that has not lost a game ever this season. Let's just remember that part. I mean, they didn't show up and say, "Oh, let's just lose to the Cowboys tonight." No.
This is an interesting. So, what are you cooking for dinner?
You want to see?
Yeah.
I've got.
I can smell good food through the phone.
Got an episode of Food Network going on.
Oh, see, I'm working on for the Red Brick House now because I did a cooking. I cooked there for the first time. I made some shrimp pasta. Look, that was good.
Yeah, it's a shrimp and salmon and a bunch of vegetables and pasta. So.
And you're in my area too. Okay.
Yeah. Can I come over your house?
I was
bring my plate and fork and stuff.
No problem. No problem. Let me tell you what you might have to deal with. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Here's what you might have to deal with.
Big old
the little puppy.
That's Cairo. He just got home from puppy college.
Okay, dinner and a puppy.
He gonna love me because you know those saying a dog is a man's best friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so
that hot snot quarterback from Philadelphia would have done any better?
Oh, Philadelphia, they're gonna get their ass open too.
I don't know.
Listen, if you have Jalen Hurts without a running game, he looks below average, if you ask me.
I'm telling you, the 49ers are the team to beat in the NFC this year.
Oh, of course they are.
Struggle. They are struggling, trust me.
Yeah.
I watched the game against them and the Rams. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty.
No. And then if y'all would have saw it close, if y'all would have saw that game real close, a lot of the Eagle players were so frustrated they was fighting among one another on the sideline.
They were.
So this is not like Mark has been saying all along. This is not your Eagle team from last year.
No, that secondary of theirs is bad.
No, they're not.
But they have some changes. They've had some changes on their coaching staff. That's it.
Yeah, and you can see it. You can see it.
You know what though, y'all?
Because the Eagles are so close. If you can see it, the Eagles are so close to self-destructing. I'm telling
you. Oh yeah. The thing is,
when they play the 49ers, they will.
The thing is with the Eagles, y'all, is that their team was built in a different way, in a more conservative way also, because they're more built through the run. They are. If their running game is in there, Jalen Hurts is not getting his passing lanes. And really, it's almost average, y'all.
He's had to run because they don't have a pass. They don't have a passing game. He's had to run.
His average throwing on. So if you keep him in the pocket and you control that run, you're gonna beat the Eagles. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
But not only that, too, Mr. Cowboy, Jalen Hurts being a running quarterback, heaven forbid, if that guy gets hurt, that's it. He's never the same.
Yeah.
The Eagles right now, y'all, they are like playing with hot fire with that. Because that's a big chunk of their salary cap for the next 4 years. So if Hurts end up getting hurt with a run, that's big time. Yeah. And then, now I don't wish injury on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that.
Neither do I, but it happens though.
Exactly. It's Carson Wentz. Look at it. Same thing. Wentz got hurt. He was pretty good until he got hurt. I noticed I said good. I didn't say great or nothing like that, but he was decent.
Yeah, these trolls in the comments, man. Jeez.
Hey, Mark, the trolls right there on the comment section every time, those are the Rita Roaches.
Well, here's where it's crazy. Okay, so I've changed the chat that you have to be a subscriber to comment, right? Because when we lost to the Cardinals, it was just like there was a flood of them. So at least subscribe to the channel. So I ended up getting like 500 new subscribers yesterday, which was great. But I lost about 150 of them by this morning. So you subscribed just to come in and troll me, and you couldn't stay subscribed? Come on, man.
You know what, though, Mark? It might be the same guy.
Queen Bella says she got all night. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It might be the same guy that has like different user accounts on YouTube that's always commenting the same way. He's just using a different photo and a different name.
Yeah.
Could be.
And then you got one guy in the comic section that looks like a Temu version of Von Miller. That's always on the comic section.
Mm-hmm.
And then he calls himself Mark Holmes' daddy.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna always have that one weirdo that's on YouTube that's gonna have 1 million accounts that's gonna be in some chat just firing away at his different accounts. That's firing away.
Oh yeah.
So you just keep it going.
That means Viagra not working for him. That's what that means.
Thank you.
Not the Viagra.
You know, so someone like that has so many different user accounts on YouTube that comments on Mark's section every time. That's someone who doesn't have a life.
Exactly.
No.
Can you guys imagine if YouTube and all these accounts was out back in the day when Jimmy Johnson first got here? We were 1-15 and didn't win the second season at all. He's a great coach now because you guys didn't have YouTube. Y'all would have murdered him and Cowboys.
Oh, they would have murdered Jimmy Johnson for sure.
They won't give us time to, get the continuity. They won't give us time for nothing, man. I'm like, dude, y'all just like talking noise just to talk noise, man. Shoot. You can have all this on. The Cowboys are the worst fan base until Stephen A. Smith got on TV.
You know what, though?
Hey, Mark.
I remember.
Mark, I wanted to tell you how you pronounce my last name.
It's Kyler? It should be Kyler?
Clear.
Clear.
Kyler, it's clear.
Clear.
Like clear as mud.
Why is that spelled like that? Don't look like clear.
It's clear,
well,
like
there's a
clear
lot
air.
of mispronunciations of it.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
See,
it's German.
It's German. Clear. Okay, it's clear.
Clear.
And see, that was my problem growing up because. No, here was the thing, because the teachers would always say, "Look it up." Well, if you don't know that knee is with a K, how you look it up? I would.
Because they say the K is silent. It's like, how is the K is silent?
But if you don't know how to spell it, how do you know the K is silent?
Yeah.
What now?
Right? No. This is the worst one. Sound it out. Knee. N-E-E. You look it up. It's not there. Sound it out. How do I? Come on, man. Okay,
Mark,
Kathy Clear. Okay.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
My name, Michael. The H is silent. And it's like, how can you say the H is silent? It's like, if it's silent, then okay, don't have the H.
Then why is it in there? Right. Why put it in there?
Pterodactyl? I know what pterodactyl got a P in it at the beginning. Pterodactyl, where the P come in at? So whoever
not only that too, you also got P's that sound like an F. It's like, how is that even feasible?
Did y'all just see AJ Dillon take the Raiders for a ride for 5 yards?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have a running game like that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
We don't got a guy like AJ Dillon.
We did when we had Zeke.
But we never replaced Zeke though.
I know.
That's kind of hard to do.
That's true, but if
Kathy.
Listen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about a luxury car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might get a Bugatti, but you can get like a knockoff Lamborghini or something, or even something cheap like that. You can get a knockoff version that's better than nothing.
You know what though?
Right.
I prefer you know what? I would rather have an American muscle car, a Hemi Barracuda, than built to last.
Like a Dodge.
I think our red zone problems stem from the fact that we don't have Zeke, because Zeke always had a nose for the end zone. That we couldn't depend on. We could depend on
he
that.
He always got in. When we were down there, he'd get in.
And
I like Tony Pollard, but he's a little light in the draws as far as getting in the
You know what though?
he's a little light in the pants.
You know what though? Here's the thing. They gotta use Ricky more often in the red zone. It's like, if this guy's supposed to be like, say, like the next Moose Johnson, give the guy the ball more. Let's see what he can do in the red zone. It's like he's not doing anything by sitting on the bench. I mean, the bench is not going to go out there and score touchdowns for us.
Listen though.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember when it was glory hole days, and I remember when it wasn't. And then I want me some glory hole.
Yeah.
Well, it's only one game.
Yeah, it's only one game.
But again, we shouldn't. Well, let me just.
Here's what I'll
we
say.
have never
Go
lost
ahead.
to the
If we
Cardinals.
lose Monday night,
Yeah, but look how we responded then the next week. That's the thing about the Cowboys is we usually bounce back after ugly games. So,
Exactly.
we'll bounce
Well,
back
it depends on
against Kellen Moore.
how the
if we
locker
lose
room
to
is
the
going.
Chargers, it's panic time.
You know
Yeah.
what? Though?
Hundred
The
percent.
Cowboys should respond by going on a big winning streak. You got to beat the teams you need to beat. You got to beat the Eagles, and then you also got to beat the Lions. Who right now the Lions is actually doing pretty good. That's a surprise team
That's
Yeah, but
the
that
you got,
team
could
to watch.
possibly win the
It did
division.
surprise. I knew the Lions were going to do good when they got rid of when they traded Matthew Stafford, got all those first round picks. I was like, give the Lions a few years. Now they're
The
playing
Lions
like.
were doing good at the end of the season last year.
They,
Yeah.
you know what though? The
I'm
Lions
not
finished
surprised
strong
that
with a
Lions are
winning
playing so
record.
good.
They finished 9-8, and that's a winning record for them. They were second in their division, and right now they're doing good. And it's like
They knocked
they're doing
Rodgers
good.
out.
Young
They
Tampa's
knocked
doing
Aaron
good.
Rodgers out.
The
Yeah,
Lions is the
they
one
knocked
to
Aaron
watch. I'm
Rodgers out.
telling you.
I'm laughing because Mark, didn't we have this conversation a couple years ago about Detroit?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
I said,
That's what I'm talking about.
I told y'all, watch for that kneecap biting son of a gun up in Detroit.
Yep.
I said that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to admit it because we gotta play Detroit around
In
Christmas
December.
time.
Yep.
we got them at home. I think
We
we'll be
got a
all right.
tough stretch in December.
We got a tough stretch coming up, man.
I said,
Listen.
I said, man, something about Detroit. I don't, I'm a Cowboy for life, but that team up in Detroit, something is telling me that they're trying to get something going up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. Detroit ain't no
said.
joke. I'm gonna tell you, you got to watch them this year because they coming up. They are. But I'm still a Cowboy fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a Cowboys fan for life. I became a Cowboys fan because of my dad, who would tell me stories
Right.
about Tom Landry, Roger Staubach, Drew Pearson, Randy White, Ed Too Tall Jones, Mel Renfro, all those guys. Everything.
Yeah, that's me. I have been that
Mark, happy
living.
birthday.
Well,
Happy
it
birthday,
will
Mark.
be at
Happy
midnight.
birthday, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, happy
Mark.
birthday.
Mark. Happy
Hey, Mark,
birthday.
Scott T, let me say, Scott T, I appreciate the super chats, but bro, knock off the insults, bro. Okay, we don't do that in here. Okay, seriously, Scott T, I appreciate the super chats, but that's not how we roll here. Okay, you're gonna, the next time I see one of those, you're out. Literally, you are out. Okay.
And Mark, just know this: for every troll you got, I think you got about 1 million supporters.
I don't know about 1 million. I don't know about 1 million.
Here, Mark. You get
All right, take it easy.
You got a lot of supporters, man. When I met you at the game last year, I was like, man, Mark seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
I just sit there and mix it up with y'all, and hopefully I wasn't hoping for a Cowboys win that day, but that was just a bad day. But yeah, next year we'll get him.
Is Jimmy G hurt again?
It was more than a bad
Or is he
day.
crying?
To take him back to the woodshed.
For y'all that wasn't at the game, it was bad. But if you was at the game and that cold weather, the wind was blowing, and you're in the toilet bowl, it's like 10 times worse. Trust me. But yeah, and it really.
I remember the last time I went to a Colts game on my birthday in Indianapolis, and we got shut out that game. That was the worst feeling.
Dirty South, happy birthday, man.
The worst feeling for me was the Cowboys losing to the Saints in December of 2012 on my birthday on the 23rd of December. I'm all
that's what happened to me when I went to the Indy.
God.
I was like, man.
Mark, I just thought about something. You were the first Cowboy YouTube subscriber that I subscribed to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see you next month when you go to the Panther game. I know it's going to be a late birthday present, but
a win over Kellen Moore.
Huh?
A win over Kellen Moore. I'll take that. A belated.
It's going to be a late birthday present, but will Tracy let you have any rum?
Say what?
Will Miss Tracy let you have some rum when I see you next month?
Oh, well, I can definitely have some rum. What do you mean? Will she let me have some rum? Okay, I'm grown. Okay.
That's a staple in Mark's house.
I gotta get permission.
You know who the boss?
You know the old saying.
Ross, how are you doing? Okay.
Before this happens, I don't want Mama busting me in the head with the bottle that I buy for you.
Oh no, Tracy wouldn't do that. Holly Pierce, is Philadelphia flirting with you? Yeah, Pasty Philadelphia from his mama's basement is always trying to get one of the girls. Well, I will say I feel a lot better now than I did when I first started the stream. So thank you, everybody. Misery definitely loves company because I was feeling low.
We're in it together.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Man, I tell you like this, Mark. Hey, listen, bro. Just like my man said, you are the first Cowboy YouTuber that I ever subscribed to, and thank you for being real. Thank you for giving us real content and telling the truth, other than what ESPN and Fox Sports say, and giving us the space to speak out our voice, man. I really appreciate it, bro. For real.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
Thank you guys, because y'all kept me sane through
Thank you for
COVID.
the tips on how to rebuild the Red House. We need all that too.
I'm actually heading back there tomorrow to get back to work on it and stuff. So it's
You're
going to be
doing
nice.
an amazing job over there.
It's going to be nice because the TV that we replaced, the 65-inch one's going down there, and we've got that front room with the floors done. So we'll actually have a sofa in there, and I got the drop leaf table. So we'll actually have some furniture in the room and things, so we can actually kind of chill.
Really nice.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wind this thing down. This game is like ass. It's 10-10. And for everybody that just thinks we just need another quarterback, I'm looking at terrible quarterback play on both sides of the ball here. I don't think the quarterback that everybody wants for the Cowboys actually exists.
What we need?
Oh, that's going to be a horse collar.
As a running back, alongside of Tony Pollard. That's all we got is Pollard. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, like I say, Tony Pollard is.
Oh, that's a horse collar.
Yeah, they called it.
Sorry, y'all.
He's great out of the backfield, receiving wise, and even running. But we need another guy alongside of him, man.
Yeah, we do need a power back to be able to, for short yardage.
If they can get some blocks for Deuce can do something. But we just need to get some block plays for him.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right, good people.
College film is jumping off the book.
Yeah. All right, good people. I appreciate the panel that came in. We need to do this more often because we need to vent on these bad games and things. And actually, we need to do this in good times too because
we do.
Yeah,
we got to do it in good times.
We got to do this in good times too because this is like going to a AA meeting. All right. Seriously, this was good therapy, I think, for all of us. And let me say, shout out to everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the new channel memberships. And trolls, keep the trolling up, okay? Keep that same strength. Cloud's Coffee.
Keep that energy.
Hey, Mark, this was the CC.
Cloud's Coffee, I'm not 61, I'm 58, okay? 58, okay? Don't make me older than I am, although that game did age me a couple of years, so maybe I am 61.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to turn out the lights now, good people, because this party is over.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you all. Y'all have a great night.
Enjoy my first.
Thank you, Mark. Happy birthday, bud.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Mark.
Hold on 1 second.
Next year starts the same old thing again.